I love this tune. It's a hymn, to to your country, vowing to your country, reasserting your beliefs, etc. And isn't it about time that the British people reasserted their beliefs to their country and stop handing away our rights and our freedoms that our forefathers fought for over many centuries? This disgusting thing, because of a few paedophiles, where every person is suddenly criminalized and has to prove themselves to be innocent. That is a European system. And I'm sorry, I don't accept it. I think it's disgusting. And I think that those governments that want to pursue this must be chucked out. But, it is because we've lost our way. We really have lost our way. And I'm going to say things here to some people who are going to make me very unpopular. And a lot of people will sort of no doubt put comments on which are very insulting. But Yahweh, which is the God of the Bible, in actual fact, wrote a book through his prophets. Now, if you understand the concept of shorthand typists, and I used to use shorthand typists in the 1960s and 1970s extensively, because it didn't have what we've got today. And they used to take it down, they'd go to the typewriter and bash it out and bring it back. I used to do sometimes 150, 200 letters a day. And then I have to check them and make sure that it was right, and if it was wrong, I had to call them in, they had to modify it, go and repair the letter, and bring it back, or retype the letter, then I have to authorize it. And that was how the Bible was written. Yahweh dictated it through these men. If you look at a man like Daniel, look at the end of the book of Daniel, and you'll see he says, I really didn't know what I wrote here. What is this all about? And Yahweh said to him, well, it's not for you to know. The people at the time of the end will know. And the same with Revelation, and the same with Ezekiel, and a lot of those books. And there's at least 2/3 to half the Bible is prophecy, and even more than that when you take into account the codes, and of course the numeracy of the Bible, if you understand. It's in various levels, actually. For instance, when you study or you read the very nice story of Joseph and the dream coat, which you've had a play on, and I'll just take this as an example, and then he gets captured by his brothers, thrown into a pit, and then sent off as a slave to Egypt, and he becomes second in command under Pharaoh, and he saves Egypt and all the surrounding nations by his policy of accumulating over 7 fat years the corn, and then distributing it slowly over the 7 thin years. What a lot of people don't realize is that is a prophecy for the future now. And then you've got the numeracy, where every letter in the Bible, in the Torah, is numbered, and all those words balanced to a series of 7 and 13s, and that was found by a pagan man called Panin, and he wrote a book on this because he was paid, or he was going to get paid, to write a critic of the Bible, probably by evolutionists or something like that. And he never did it because he found this out, and he just said, well, that's impossible to write a whole book like that, many books like that, because it's just impossible. And I can tell you, I do a lot of writing myself, and I have trouble getting anything down with all the right commas in, and all the punctuation, and get the syntax right and the spelling right, and it's a real discipline writing when you do it. And he rightly said, this is impossible. And from that moment on, he converted to the Christian view. And that is what's happening with the theory of evolution right now. There's a lot of people converting to a lot of the professors are now starting to leave in droves and convert to the creationist view. And this has got them really worried. And that is because even the top men in this field, what we call the high priests of this religion, because some of them admit it is a faith and a belief, because that's all they're left with now, because they have found no transitional forms, and the faith, in actual fact, it can't even rely on the fossil record any longer, because it's got less and less that can find transitional forms in. So it is a really serious situation that the evolutionists have. And you don't have to believe it. If you go to that website up there, because of YouTube and its a fantastic accumulation of stuff, top men have written about this recently, and I've brought some of that stuff forward, so that people have got a central place to look at these things from YouTube. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll look forward to seeing you up there. Thank you there. Bye.